Hey guys, what's going on? It's Edward here with Crypto University, and I've got a special video for you today. One of the students has requested, how can I make the most out of my account if I don't have that much capital? Okay, so let's just say, for example, what is not a lot of capital to some people? If you still have a day job, if you haven't gone 100% with cryptocurrency, you might not be having access to a lot of funds. So if you have, let's just say for example, around $200 in your account, what is the best strategy for you to make as much money as possible? Okay, well, straight from the get-go, I want to be honest with you. No matter how much capital you have to consider what it would take to 2x your capital and where you'll be at once you 2x it. Because getting 100% returns is hard in any market. In cryptocurrency, it's a little bit easier, but you're going to have to take more risks and have more understanding of the market. So my advice to you is to practice your technical analysis and practice it in one pair. And if you're going to do it in one pair, please choose the most forgiving pair of all time. Choose Bitcoin. Now, if you're not familiar with futures trading, do not try futures trading until you have gotten very comfortable with your trading strategies on spot, because you can make a lot more money on futures using leverage. But if you're not great at it or don't know what you're doing, you can lose a lot of money as well. So if you're using futures here, I'm just going to say, for example, I can put on this trade 10x for easy math. So let's just go ahead and apply 10x leverage here. Perfect. So we have 10x leverage. Now, let's say we are tracking this coin, which is Bitcoin right here, and we're going to ride it from this bottom of this channel, try to ride it all the way up to the top of the channel, right? So we can expect around 2% in this trade, right? Now, if you're taking 2% off $200, you're only going to take $4 away from the trade, right? Okay, let's say we are using leverage. We're using 10x leverage on this trade. So now instead of making 2%, we're going to make 20%. So our returns would be 10x of what we had put in. This is where a lot of people get confused. This is where they try to overexpose themselves and say, or why don't I just put all my money in on 50x? Well, if you only have $200 to play with and you're putting it all into the trade, if the trade does not go according to the way you thought it would, you're going to multiply your losses instead of your gains. That's why I'm telling you, please try to be precise in your technical analysis. That way you can predict your entry times and take profit target goals with precision, because the name of this game is precision. If you're off by 1%, when you do get a lot more capital, that can make a huge difference. And 1% in futures can even get you liquidated if you're not managing your margin properly. So using this same example, if you wanted to use 10% of your capital at 10x, you can avoid liquidation, right? Now that is just safety. If you're using 10% of your capital and you're targeting 2% at 10x, like I said, you're going to walk away with that 20%, except it's only going to be off of 10% of your capital. If you're using 10% of your capital at 10x, then it's as if you're using your entire position size, except you can actually target less to get this. So if you wanted 2% out of your trade and you're using 10x leverage, you can actually target 0.2%. And with 10x leverage, that becomes 2%. So you can get a lot more out of a much smaller movement in the market. Do you see what 0.2% is compared to 2% actually? So again, just my advice, or just my perspective, it's a little bit easier to make money on futures because you can use leverage. But if you don't know what you're doing, don't try futures until you master your strategies on spot, because ultimately it's going to be about strategy development and how consistently you can get money back from the market. So I hope that answered your request for the student who asked it, and I hope that provided some insight between spot and futures and how to make the most out of your account. So thanks for watching.